Oops, not too high. All right. Hello, everybody. I think we're back for what's likely going to be the last stream of the night. Sorry, I was wrong on the last one. We're down to the final 8. So this is a quarterfinal match in, what do we got here? Yeah, so this is a quarterfinal match between Joe Spence and Stephen Holem. We've seen Stephen twice now on table 15, so they've moved this over to table, I think that's 14 or 16. But because they feel it's, Stephen's figured out the break and stuff like that on the other table, it'd be a little bit of a disadvantage to Joe. So what we got here is a quarterfinal match between, again, two former teammates of Barry Hooey. We're just watching Stephen take a couple of practice swings here, so we'll get going on the match pretty soon. And this is, I'll put up some postings here. This is the Barry Hooey 7th Annual Memorial Tournament. 10,000 added by Jim Jutzy, who's one of the partners in the Leather Pocket. So this is coming out of the Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta. Come down if you want for Saturday night, 10:20. This is the last stream probably, but there will be some other games. There's other matches. There's B-side matches going for tonight, and then we'll get back into it tomorrow. So this is the format is 9-ball on the 9 foots on the A side, race to 9. And on the B side, it's 8-ball on the 7-foot diamonds, race to 6, so much shorter race. And there's a bunch of Goliaths on the B side already because this tournament had 96 entries. Those 96 entries, I think 15 or so were 700 plus Fargos and 50-ish 600 plus. So, 2/3 of the field were in that, master, and higher category. So great field. And we had Stephen 2 matches ago take out his teammate Ben, and there are bounties, $50 bounties on each of these former teammates of Barry. So it's Eric, Joe, Stephen, Ben, and who would be the 5th? Not Vino. No, not Vino. It's who else was it? I am at a loss. I said Eric, Joe, Stephen, Ben. There's one I'm missing. Come on, Blake. Why do I have you here?
I'm eating.
I know you're eating. Okay. Anyhow, so this is that tournament. We also have some great sponsors here. Oh, how does that? Oh, why does that not disappear? Hold on.
Joe.
Let's clear that layer.
Joe Spence. That's
Joe Spence is the one I missed? Okay.
Yeah.
So, so we have Nick's Q Innovation. Oh, they've done the lag. Looks like Steven's going to break first. Nick's Q Innovations, he is right here out of the Leather Pocket. He's playing here. He's been here all day. He was here last night, all day today. You can find him here a lot. He plays. His jump cues are incredible. He makes regular cues as well, graphite shaft and so on. There are a lot of players swear by them. Yep, he make extensions. He's got his own little pro shop here too, so gloves and everything else that you want. And although he's based out of Calgary, you can ship to him. You can, and he'll ship back to you. He does a great job. I had a buddy of mine out of Cranbrook, was playing with his old wood cue for the longest time, and I got him to started playing league again after a long time. Got him to get a Nick's shaft, and I think he said he ran out 10 of his next 12 racks. Just made that much of a difference in this game. So Nick is the guy. And then we also have Lackno Billiards Pro Shop. This is he's a diamond dealer. He redid all the felts on these 18 tables, the 10 9-foots, and the what do you call it? Sorry, clear here. We're going to have to break. Yeah, so on the 10 9-foots and the 8 7-foots. So he does a great job, and he did that in 3 days. So if you're a venue owner and you want to change up the cloth on your tables, if you need any work done, any parts for your diamond tables, that's the guy to go to. Now I'm thinking here, Steven made a ball in the break, but 2, 4, 6, but you have to have a combination of 3 points on the break. So I think the 3 didn't quite make it past the head string. So it is, I can say a foul. It's just a loss of shot. I don't know that he gets ball in hand, but he has to give up his shot at his place at the table. So Steven broke, but it's an illegal break, and so Joe Spence gets to take the opening shot. We have a little bit of a difference here in the look. Like I said, we're on table 14, I believe, instead of 15, and it's only because Steven has played 2 matches in a row on table 15 and has, maybe has a little bit of an advantage because he's figured out the break or what have you, and Joe has not. So tournament director decided to move them over. We twisted our camera, and so this is the view that you get. I hope it's okay. Please hit that, hit the share button. That's all we can ask for here. Looks like Joe's taking an eye on this too, and he's going to thread between the 3 and the 6. It's a little bit of a tight window, but I think he's got a full pocket there. Oh, what a good shot. Just speared that in there. So again, this is, sorry, you have Dan Clark here on the mic, and I have a special guest, Blake Holmes. And he's been a longtime friend and teammate of mine for so many years. And so he's going to add a comment or two. He's a little quiet on the mic, which is all good. Not everybody enjoys the spotlight. I can't be accused of that. I kind of like it. But yeah, so Blake will add some commentary as he sees fit. Looks like Joe is. Thank you. Thank you.
From yours truly.
Yeah. Looks like Joe's on making short work of this first rack. I think he'll play that 6 and come down for the 7 inside. And then the 8 and the 9 both go to the same pocket, whether you're going to the side or going to the corner. So, he's got to go. It's got to go. It's got to go. It's got to go. I actually thought he would come. No, I don't think he has it. It's going to be tight. I mean, he might have to jump that or swerve it. I thought he'd actually come on the inside, short shape. He put a lot more spin on that and tried to go outside. He just needed a little bit.
I think you can see it. I'm just being positive here.
Yeah, okay.
It's just the way he walked up to it.
Okay.
We'll see.
It's so hard oh yeah. Geez, he had all of it.
Oh,
actually, he overhit it a bit.
He might be lucky enough just to see the perfect angle for the 8.
So again, we have 2 killers on this table. These guys are both outstanding shooters. Been teammates for years and years and years, and they've played against each other in singles many, many times before, so they're both familiar with each other's game. Should be a great match. Steven is this is the 7th, so Steven is a 3-time winner of this tournament. Ben Francis is a 2-time winner, and the other winner was Russ Whittle. So Joe, I know sentimentally, Ben said he'd love to win the tournament, but sentimentally, I think there's a little piece of him that if he's not going to be the winner, he'd like to see his teammate Joe Spence win it, because Joe and Barry were very close.
He's been close too, hasn't he?
Oh, no source selected. What is this? There we go. And we've got Joe Spence +1. There we go. So Joe gets first blood on Steven's break. Like I said, that was an illegal break, so he had to turn the table over. And Joe made short work of it. Made it a little bit tougher than he had to in the last couple shots there, but still made the out. So the wing ball fired into the corner. The 9 ball went all the way up table, almost went in that pocket. He is hampered or blocked out on the 1 ball, so he will likely push out here. This is tricky because the 1 is close to the 9, so depending how he...
Very precariously.
Yep.
Carom 9 in the corner.
Yeah, so he's got to be careful. He's going to push out, but he wants to make sure he pushes out somewhere where Steven can't make a carom, make a combo, make a whatever on this 9 ball.
You gotta push to this close long rail, otherwise the other way is, because then he's on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Right to the bottom rail. Yeah. Well, maximum distance, wrong angle. You know, so Steven here has got to think about what he wants to do. I mean, he can go off the 1 and try and hide behind the 9. I don't know. That's tough. A little bit of a difficult spot to be in here.
You hit it
And
too
other
fat, you might be able to, you might scratch.
Yeah, well, and the other thing too is, you know, there's balls that are down at the bottom of the table. Oh, did he kick it in the side? Oh, I thought he did. I say it's hard to create a safety there because the balls are so spread out, and so many of them were down low with him too, right? He's got the 4, the 6, and the 9 was down low. He only had 3 balls to try and hide with up top. So Joe back at the table, and with an open shot on the 1 ball. And he knocks it in, but again, he's a little long on his shape. It's been the last few shots in the last rack and this shot in this rack. The first one, he's just putting a little bit more pace on it than he needs. So while he's looking at that, I'll quickly put this. This is what these guys are playing for. This is a quarterfinal match. So we are. I want this. Yeah, he's shooting now. Yeah, he's played safe, but that's got to go. Did he get there? Did he get in? Oh. He tried to sneak that between the 6 and the rail. How close was that? This is a tough shot actually, because Steven's going to have to cue over the 6 ball, right? So
You don't think he has enough for his tip there? Oh.
Yeah, half the ball's hanging out, so it's still, he's going to be jacking up a little bit to hit the top of that ball. These guys, I see a smile on Steven's face. He must be kibitzing a little bit with Joe. Probably saying the same thing I said, saying, you almost got me behind that 6. Crazy guy.
But no.
But that would be no. Now I'm going to make you pay. That's probably what he said.
Ouch. Ouch. He's saying ouch.
Thanks for giving me the dressed up 2 ball. No, in all fairness here, this is not an easy shot cueing over. He looks like he's got a clean, but there's always the distraction factor too. Oh, just speared it in.
Yeah, like he was in Neanderthal.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That was perfect.
Natural.
Oh, and he's got natural shape off the 4 to the 5. Put a little bit of left siding on this and just slide over to the rail. Boom. And there it is. And he left himself enough angle so he can just come across, so he can take the 6 to the corner.
Cross, forward, over,
Yeah.
who knows? You got like 3 different choices.
Yeah, he could play straight top, like come all the way, 1, 2, maybe even 3 rails. Oh
Yeah,
no, he stunned it.
He wanted to take the 8 right out of play, right?
Yeah.
That's why. Just smart and simple shots, guys, right?
Well,
don't overcomplicate it.
He'll probably put, yeah, he's putting inside left, so he's going to come around 1, 2, 3 rails probably for the 8. 1, 2, 3, and come out,
Straight
and come
inside
out,
pocket.
and come out, and he's good. So again here, he doesn't have to do much with this. He'll probably go 1, 2, 3 rails, come all the way around, but he doesn't need to. 1, 2, 3 rails, and straight in 9-ball shape. And
that's the thing. See,
is how you do that.
Between an amateur and maybe at this level, they get aggressive so that you're better on the ball.
So yeah, so again, I'll say this is what they're playing for. These 2 trophies, and to be put on. We don't have a picture of the actual big trophy where the name goes on, but that is what they're playing for. And again, this is who we're playing. This is what we're talking about. Barry Hooey with his family. I mean his pool family. There's Joe Spence right there, actually in the front. Grant right beside him, and Stephanie, his wife, and a couple other pool players. And we got a few pictures here. And we're at the break again. Wow, another killer break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 off the break, and an opening shot on the 1 ball. These guys are actually playing at a fairly, I'm going to say, rapid pace, because I don't have enough time to put anything up there for you guys to see. These guys are just going. Maybe they feel quite comfortable playing each other. So I was going to say he could go for both. Oh, the worst of all things. I think he actually was trying to make them both, the 1 and the 9.
Yeah,
got a little greedy.
Garammed and went in.
Yep. I'd put money on it. I think he was going for both. Welcome, Joe, in Butte, Montana, watching the stream. We got another barn burner here. We got another. This is the 7th stream. 2 yesterday, 5 today. And we have had nothing but monsters on the stream. It has been just a super display of pool here. Yeah, this is 4, 5, 6. You know, 6 to the 7 is the only kind of tricky shot, and the 7's right in the middle of the bottom top rail there. So, you know, you want to get to one of the sides. You don't want to end up going at it in the middle. So he's going to play to have shape, angle shape on the 6, so that he can get down back for the 7 ball. Like I said, that was pretty much almost a stop draw, but same thing here. He's gonna put it where he wants to create angle. Yeah, there you go. So he's probably gonna put a little bit of straight bottoms. He doesn't need bottom left or anything, just straight bottom, because of the angle he's got. Will draw it down or draw it up to that top right corner, and then he'll take the 7 ball to the top left corner. Be careful.
Wow.
But
yeah,
that's exactly what I thought he'd do.
Yeah, thanks for the question there, Greg, on YouTube. Joe was from Calgary. He moved away, and I do believe he moved back to Calgary here recently. But yes, that team that they put together there was from Calgary. He's back.
The Jet Setters, the Jet Setters, they won 4 times in Vegas in the Masters division. I think it was once before COVID. Then they lost their title because they didn't. There was a team from Colorado, I think, that took it. And then they won 3 in a row. And then the last 2 years, you've had a team from Winnipeg. We saw one of their players just play in the last match against Stephen, Sean Monkman. So we have some really good talent in the house here for this tournament. Of course, everybody has a story and has a memory of Barry Hooey. That's game number 2 for Joe Spence. You know, Captain Calgary, he was well known for his pool play, but also the influence that he had in the pool community here. So yeah, I'll get a couple more. That was the team wearing the shirt for the and again, more pictures.
But did Joe move to BC or Vancouver, I believe, or something? Or
I know Stephen went back, I believe, to Prince George. So I don't know. Like Stephen and Joe are quite close too, right? So, I mean, I know they call themselves brothers. I don't know if they're really brothers, but they certainly act like.
Yes, they are half brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have 83 on the stream. Let's share that stream here on Facebook. And we got 62. Wow, we have a lot less than we had in the last match. This is a good match.
100 less.
Yeah, let's share the stream. Not a bad thing to be. It's still fairly early on a Saturday night. You still have time to go drinking, so let's watch some pool.
Or just come right down to the Leather Pocket where you can enjoy these matches live.
Penticton. Sorry, Tyson. You're saying Joe's in Penticton now?
That's right.
Is
Now
that it?
You mentioned
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Oh, here's a uncharacteristic miss. But second prize. He's left the edge of the 1, so I'm sure we're going to see Stephen play a safety here. Hide behind that 4 and that 7. Oh, he crashed into it, and it leaked out. I think there's a window there for Joe to make contact on that 1 ball. So you're going to definitely see that he's going to try and play a safety back on him. Maybe try and come down here underneath the 9. Still, is, you know, where he's going to put that 1 ball is going to be tricky. Probably be in the open.
Make sure to at least hit it hard enough so that there's a blocker.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because he's coming. Yeah. I just can't see that ball there.
Oh, he went. Okay, a little nudge. And no, Steven can see the 1. It's a good try, though. It's the right idea. What's that?
What ball is that one?
That's the 8 ball.
Oh, it is.
Blake is showing me how he can't see. He's pointing at the 8 ball beside the 1, and I don't know why. It was just a random pointing at a black ball.
It looked green to me.
It looked green.
They sunk the 6 ball
Yeah,
off the
6
break.
ball went off the right. Yeah.
Okay,
So Steven's a little jacked up. He's right on the rail here, actually. You can see his fingers are right up next to...
so the 9's in the way.
So, yeah. So, is he jumping?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Just a little.
Oh, he got lucky with that. That almost went in the side pocket, the white ball. So this match is being brought to you from the Leather Pocket in the northeast of Calgary, Alberta. Northeast? Northwest? Where's Edmonton Trails? Northwest, isn't it? I don't know. Oh, what a nice shot.
We go by quadrants here.
So come on down. There's lots of pool here. There's always action in this pool room. Big action in this pool room.
And you can
All
create some action.
Yeah, all these guys will play. I think he wanted that to go quite a bit further. He came up a little short after being long on a couple shots. He came up short on that 3 ball. He certainly wasn't playing to play bank shape. And it doesn't cut to the side, so he wanted to be up a little farther. It just died on him a little.
No, I think he's looking here now to put the 3 behind the 9 to see if he could put the white back behind the 7.
Oh, no. But I mean, he was coming. I'm saying the shot just died there. He probably wanted to come this. It was on that line, right?
Yeah. We call this a snooker hook. Short rail to short rail. You might just go for it.
Well, you can bank it into the 9, right? No.
Yeah,
Oh, he went for it.
He went for I thought he was.
Oh, and, you know, it's a good leave. It's not any better than he just had. That's for sure.
Worse.
Yeah. He's a little tighter to the rail. Well, Steven will definitely try and play a safety here.
You shouldn't have played a shot, I said. Shut her up.
Yep. But I think Joe has the kick. Yeah, he's looking at it. Come off the bottom rail, kick into that 3 ball, send a 3 ball all the way up table, and leave the white ball, hopefully, behind the 9.
So I've seen Shane Van Boning do this shot. You got to put so much tops on it that when you actually butt kick that 3, it'll stall the white ball right there, right behind the 9. Okay, too hard because then the 3 could come back down table. So.
Oh yeah, you can't pound this. You want this. You want the 3
Soft.
ball to end up in the cluster with the 7 and the 4, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the extreme top he's playing.
Oh, he hit the other side.
Okay,
Well, that's got to go. That's got to go. That's got to go. That's got to go. I don't know that it went far enough.
well, if it did, it's a great shot.
Not sure. Again, our camera angle here is a little different than on the last table, so you see what we see, but it's. I think he's by the 8. I'm pretty sure he's by the 8. Oh no, he's jumping again. See what a terrible angle this is. So I made good contact, but this might be the end of this rack. Bounce. The only good thing there is that it's sitting so deep in the pocket. Clash of the Cousins. Dave from the Philippines. I remember you. 14 hours, so 1, 2. It's noon. It's 12:40 something there. Talk to me, brother. What part of the Philippines? When I was there, I was in Manila.
Like 16,000 islands. Right?
Yeah, and then we spent a couple days on a weekend. We went to a little island getaway. It was I say it wrong always. Catatatuanas, whatever, something like that. Really nice little place. I would go to the Philippines 100 times over. I really enjoyed my trip there. It was a business trip, but we had a little bit of playtime too, so. It's amazing that there's 42 million people in Manila. That's the population of Canada. On a little island, the whole islands, all your islands have a little over 100 million people, I think. That is just crazy when you think of how big Canada is with 40 million people. Valencia, Dumaguete, Negros Oriental. Nice. I don't know where that is because I don't know the Philippines well. Oh, that wiped its feet on the way in, but he got perfect shape. I don't know where that is in relation to where I was, like in Manila and so on, but like I said, I loved those islands. It was so nice. A little bit humid. And some people might say, again, you know, it's just this culture and so on might be a little bit scary in some ways, but and all your what we'd call plus 15s here, but your walkways that take you to all your malls and things like that. That is 3-4 Joe. You have those guards everywhere with their nickel-plated shotguns, and there's just this menacing cops that. But you know what? As a foreigner, you could get intimidated by that. But I felt super confident. And I went out at 3 in the morning and walked around and so on. Way south of Manila, yeah. It was, felt super, super safe. Because I just knew there was cops around with nickel-plated shotguns. Beautiful place. All right. Well, Stephen was actually in this spot in the last match. He was up 3-1 and then gave up the lead to 7-3 and then came back. Now he's down 3-1. So little reminiscent of the match he had against Ben. He was down 3-0. So let's see if Steve can. He's got the cap on backwards, so I wonder if that's his rally cap.
Oh, yeah. Good catch.
Well, you know what? He's had his two matches. I mean, he won 9-5 against Ben, and then he just won 9-8 on the hill. But in both those matches, he was behind, right? So he's had to play some comeback pool, which is a sign of, that's characteristic of of a champion, right? He's just a great pool player. And he comes up with just a great shot. Doesn't want to be hampered over that 8. He is a little bit now. Would have liked to have been a little bit to the right of that 8 ball so that he could play some draw off the 2. He can still do that now, but you know what? You always got to be cognizant of, stroking over another ball like that. Come on, guys. 73 people on Facebook and 80 on YouTube. This is a quarterfinal match. This is top 8. The winner gets the top 4. The loser goes to the B side. But these are 2 of the Hooey teammates. And there is a bounty, even amongst themselves. There's a bounty on each of these guys, $50 on each side. So on the A side and the B side. So Steven's already picked up 1 bounty by knocking Ben over to the B side. Somebody here is going to pick up a bounty. And who else, as I say? There's Joe, Ben, Steven. Who am I missing? Eric. Is Eric on the... I think Eric might still be on the A side. I'd have to look. And who we say was the 5th person?
Am I supposed to remember that?
Yeah.
I did say, but Joel.
No, I said that already.
Mm.
Oh, nice shot. That's a very good shot. Again, you see the pace he hits it with, but just lets the spin. When it hits he just gets it over enough to the rail, and then the spin grabs and throws it out. So he's not losing control of that white ball, right? So 3 to the 4 should be pretty easy. He might hit into that. Okay, he avoided the 9 and came up. That's a great shot. He'll go 1 or 2 rails over underneath to the other side and take the 6 ball this way if it passes the 9. Pretty sure it does. Yeah, he's going to go get his extension. So
well,
again,
if you go 2 rails, this
is who this tournament is in memoriam of. Barry Hooey. Loved in the Calgary pool community. Still a little long, eh?
Oh, he's kind of awkward.
Kind of a little awkward
it's in that one spot, that...
Well, it's almost middle of the table from the sides, and it's, 2/3 of the way down, 3/4 of the way down, and so yeah, it's a little odd, right? You'd be reaching no matter what. We got those little featherweight rakes there. Those things, they shock you. You pick them up and you throw them over your head because they're so light. Yeah, so he played it right where I thought he'd play it. So he'll now put a stroke on the 6 ball, come up for the 7. Again, he'll come probably 2 rails. One, 2, and perfect. These guys make it look so easy, eh?
I know, right? Maybe he does check this one to just do a different shot.
Yeah, he might put a little bit of just inside just to check it and come up just above the 8.
He is.
Yeah. And create a little angle here so he can come up short side of the 9.
Well, instead of backing it up, though, I think he wants to stun it to the rail. Then you got a really good angle here on the 9.
Yeah, he'll just draw it up here. He's got natural angle that'll come off the 8 and come straight up. Just like that.
It's the second time you've been right.
I know. I don't know. What? Like, it doesn't happen often. I'm in shock here. Nothing but net. 3-2. We've seen this play out in a couple matches. Can't count Steven out ever. Still early in the match, but keeping it close.
It's probably unlike him to be coming back from behind for 2 matches in a row.
Well, yeah, that's not. He's such a good player that you expect him to win every rack, right? You got to remember he's playing against other guys that are in that 700 plus zone.
They traveled on the same boat to success.
Yeah, exactly. But they're motoring along here. 5 games, 37 minutes. Yeah, that's not too bad. 7 minutes a game. 7.5. 1 ball in. 4 ball in. 2 ball wide open. 3 ball's a little tricky. If you can put a stroke on this 2, he's got an angle to pull it over to that rail for the 3, but it's a long shot. Like I said, we expect him to make it, but anytime you put distance and on these diamond tables, you got to be right in the heart. If you touch any of the horn on the way in, you got a good chance they'll spit it out. Especially if you're putting a little bit of bottoms, it transfers tops on your object ball. When it hits there, it just kills the ball. And the other thing too is he wants to hit this good, so he doesn't draw it to the side pocket either. Oh, he went under. Okay, better shot. Better shot, eh? Stun forward. That's a great shot. Took the side pocket right out of play, right?
Not only that, it's a right shot. Stun forward. Wow, that's a good one.
He looks pretty straight, so I think he'll probably just stop it right there, just like that. He's got the 5, and he'll want to come out for the 6.
Yeah, that's no gimme there.
I expect him to make that. It's just he doesn't want to accidentally come and clip the 7 somehow, maybe put it in play, or he just wants to make this ball come off the side rail and come out, to the other side.
Yeah, I'd say it's natural shape for sure.
Should be.
It's just, yeah, look at that, eh?
Yeah. Get off that rail. You want to get off that rail?
Class A shot.
Pretty easy shot, so being on the rail there isn't too problematic for him. But again, anytime you want to take your shot, you want to make sure that you're not on that rail. You're not bridging and hitting half a ball.
Yeah, he's trying to decide if 2 rails in behind to get on this side of
Exactly.
the 7, or just put some juice on it, come down table.
Yeah.
We'll see what he does here.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to take this to this side pocket. So it's either the top, it's the right side pocket or the right top corner pocket.
I was saying the
Or
same.
maybe.
I was saying the same pocket as. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and he'll just play off the bottom rail on this one and come up for 8 ball to the side pocket. Oh, he's going to, okay, he must be straighter than I thought. He'll just draw it over.
Power draw, yeah. At least that way, then he's
Perfect.
on the right side of the ball.
Exactly.
Come down.
There's another run out.
Yeah, he's trucking along here.
Yeah, he sure is. Steven hasn't done anything wrong. Neither of these guys have, really. These games have been quick and mostly run outs. You know, you have a couple of saves. Like that first game was, 1 or 2 saves by Joe, and then he ran it out. And we've had a few breaking runs. These guys are playing some really, really top-notch pool right now. Not too many misses. Just, no, really. I mean, a couple of safeties that didn't quite get totally safe. You left an edge or whatever, so, that can backfire on you.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I don't, there hasn't been too many misses.
Yeah, usually at this
Kevin
this
Martin.
level,
I don't know if you're jumping in and out, you're watching and you're not watching, you're watching, you're not watching. Kevin, long time no see, brother from another mother. How you been? Wow. Another big break. And 1 ball. Dressed up. 1 ball dressed up. The only tough ball here might be the 3 ball. You got to go 1, and then the 2's up here, and then get back to that 3 ball. Could be a little tricky. But if he gets to the 3, the 4, the 5, everything's open. I favor him to run this out if he can get to that 3 ball. Colin, good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I wonder what he pointed there. Is he looking at short side shape, or do you think he can get over here and cut that 3?
oh, jeepers.
Play the gap between the 7 and the 3.
I think he's steep enough to go.
He can draw underneath?
Short side. Yeah.
Uh-oh. 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 Wow. I don't know. I can't tell from here. I don't think he can cut that in, but maybe he can. Again, our vantage point here is not great.
Oh, he picked it up pretty quick. There
Yeah,
it
he
goes.
did.
Watch, he's sinking it in the bucket.
Oh,
He's playing safe. Right, he couldn't see it, but
look at that. Perfect. That can't be any better. Hamilton. Leonard Spice, I'm in Hamilton, and sub 800. You are sub 800? That's a pretty good player there, Leonard.
sub
You
800. Does that mean that's a 500?
Yeah. We're just having a little fun with you, Leonard. But, sub 800 is anywhere from 1 to 799, Just saying.
Well, I did point it out.
Just saying there.
I'm a sub 800 too.
That 3-5 is wired. And you know what? It's a free shot at the 9. Play the 3-5 and then slide it over and take a free shot at the 9.
I mean, I know where to go to look him up.
Well, look up his Fargo. You got his name.
I know, right?
I think you might be watching Steven here take a double shot. He's going to play 3-5 in, and he's going to try and make. Yeah, look at him. He's going to look at the 9. Oh, he walked by the 9. Maybe he won't. I mean, us low-level players would try that. Double shot here. Oh, he missed the combo. I thought it was wired. Oh. I'm not anywhere near these two. Okay. Well, you said sub 800.
They're sub 800 too.
Yeah, they're sub 800, so we're all in the same boat. Having a good laugh on Saturday night, Leonard. Laughing with you, brother.
And Leonard's a ghost on Fargo.
Leonard, you don't have enough games in Fargo. What's going on, brother?
I know.
Leonard Spice, I'm best at 560.
Hey, we got a.
Hey, 560 is not
option.
bad, dude. 560 is still a very decent player. Yeah, he went for it. I thought he would. What a shot by Joe Spence. He played off the 3-ball. He played off the 3-ball and made the 9 on the carom. Yeah, I'm currently 572, Leonard, but I haven't had too many games going in the last couple of years. In Alberta here, we've got a little bit of a we've got a little bit of a boycott-ish thing going on. Tyson, I know you are, dude. You're sub 999. I know it. I've been there. I've seen it.
He means .999.
.999, Tyson. You're taking it on the chin there, brother.
I mean, he's opened up the opportunity.
I mean, I think Blake was willing to round you up to a whole 1 if you want. What a break again. 5. Get out of there, 5. All right.
Over the years, pool is one of those games where you're allowed a little bit of smack talk here.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Tyson's just, he's just feeling his oats a little here because we had a little Thanksgiving killer or X's or whatever you call it match, and he managed to be the last man standing purely by chance because even me with my broken wing here, they had to turn off the lights on one of my shots while I was shooting and I missed a life, and then on my last life they were squirting me directly in the eye with a spray bottle while I was shooting.
It's because you're a bear.
To make me lose my last life. It was all nothing but cheating going on. Nothing but cheating. It's the way we got to play killer. That's the only way to play killer. You got to cheat. And Tyson got the best of us. I know you got a pocket full of loonies. You got 90 of them. There's 18 players at $5 a player with 90 loonies. You needed a wheelbarrow to cart them out of the house. And I was jealous because they cheated.
Oh.
Oh, really? Yeah, Leonard, it depends on how many games you got in, right? If you don't have a lot of robustness, then Fargo can change quite quickly. So you said if you were on a little bit of a losing streak, yeah, you could drop to 502, win a couple games, and jump up. Once you start, I don't have a lot of robustness. I think I'm 800 now, which is probably the best. I hadn't for a long time. But it's Steven got up and over, but he might sell this out. If it stays, yep. I think Joe will have a shot on that 1 ball. So it can change quite a bit if you don't have a lot of robustness. But if you start getting into the 2,000 games, losing streak at 10 or 20 is not going to change you much. And when I say 10 or 20, I don't mean straight, but you just have a 10 or 20 bad spell where you're maybe 6-14 or 7-13. It's not going to change you a whole lot. Oh, he couldn't see it.
No, he was looking at the butt
Okay.
kick, butt kick safe here.
That's right, Tyson. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Oh, you were sandbagging, Leonard. Come on, we don't talk like that on the stream.
Hey, just get better shape.
We don't talk like that on the stream. We don't sandbag.
Get better shape.
Yeah, exactly, Tyson. Now, there is such a big gap between you and Joe. I think you're in the low 500s. Yeah, you're gonna have to. If you beat Joe a few times, I think your Fargo would move up quicker than 5 points. But Yeah, 1100 is still a little low, Leonard, for a lot of guys around here. So, I said it's more than me, but I took years off. I took from 2013 to 2019 off due to personal reasons and stuff like that, and that's when they brought in Fargo. So I started with no games.
Am I spelling your name, Rod? Leopard Spice?
And then 550. I got to keep this family friendly, Tyson. I just want to say my ass 550. What do you say to that? Oh, he tried to. You know what? He tried to make that. He tried to kick that into the side pocket. That was a good try. No, you didn't say that word. I'm talking to Tyson Leonard. 550.
Just a little frog.
Oh.
550.
Gee whiz. I think I remember you saying when we were playing a straight up match, the one and only straight up match of 8-ball that we played, you were willing to bet that I wasn't going to get out of that table. Do you remember that? Do you remember what the result was? Oh yeah, 10-0. ERO. No excuses there either. Just straight balling, buddy. Straight
no
balling.
luck, all talent.
All right, back to these guys here. They're playing a match, and this is moving time. Steven's got to make a play here. He's got to make a play. This is the side pocket. And around for the 2. Good. He's got to finish this table and get back in this game. You know, it's funny you say that, Leonard. You're right. It's, I mean, there's different. I've got some friends right now playing in a tournament in Butte, Montana, and they're talking about some of the Americans and how they play. No, it's a combined Fargo 1050 and under, so, and nobody over 600 on a team. So, you know, it's going to be more mid-level to low-level players. But their comments are that the Americans play a safety game, you know, much more of a safety game. And you're right. We often play very aggressive, but again, we're spoiled with the caliber of players that we have out here. So, you know, if you want to go and play, you know, in league, if you could play with Steven now in league, you can't anymore. But if you could, I mean, you'd be going aggressive to try and run him out because you feel like you can't beat him otherwise. If you let him at the table, he's gonna beat down on you, right? So when you got that level of player all around you, you learn quick. You learn quick how to play aggressive and, you know, pick your spots where you play safe, but you try and run tables. A great sport or a great format was like what we had with CSL, the International Pool League, where we had the ghost game. The ghost game will teach you how to play more aggressive, right? Because it's, yeah, Steven's looking good here. He'll just draw off the 7, slide up for the 9, and take it in the same pocket. Yeah, it's so you get a point for every ball. You get 3 points for the 8-ball, obviously. So that's a 10-point game. And if you can get an ERO, you get an extra 5. And you play in the CSL IPL. You played, you posted your games. I think you played 15 games, tallied up your points, and you had weekly winners and you had season winners and stuff like that. But when you're playing the Ghost, you can't miss. You can't play safety because then your turn turns over to the Ghost and he's deemed to win, so you end at whatever point you end with. So if you take two balls, so you break, you get ball in hand. But then if you take 2 balls and say I'm going to play a safety, well, you end up 10-2. Like that's you end up with or 2 points, not 10-2, but you end up with 2 points in your score that gets added. So it teaches you to get aggressive. It teaches you to take your first opening shot and break out that one cluster or whatever it is that or you simply give up. And what I mean by that is you take the 5 or 6 or whatever balls that you can make and ignore the cluster and say you're content to take 5 in that table rather than risking getting 0 or 1 because your breakout doesn't work so good. Anyway, that changed my game a little bit. I got a lot, again, it's aggressive, but it teaches you how to run out tables. Oh, Tyson. Pre-wing, pre-water. I get it. Calgary is top notch. But you know what? I'm not going to, sorry, I got to say, it's Alberta. I don't want to take anything away. Edmonton has some great players and great teams. There's some team, some good players out of Lethbridge and Red Deer. I mean, they're smaller metropolitan areas, but Calgary and Edmonton, they can sport. They're pretty sporty in terms of the level of player. We got some of those Edmonton players here this weekend too. They're solid. But as we're seeing too, I mean, we got Winnipeg players that are outstanding. We got BC players. I mean, both Stephen and Joe were from BC initially. We've got Nick Kruger in the house. Nick Kruger is a great shot. We got, I think Brady Golan was a long time in BC. He's now, I believe, Calgary, but certainly Alberta. So you got a lot of talent in the West for sure. And then the East, I mean, you got your Moras and Clats and, well, Mora I think it's Winnipeg, but, and then you got players out of Quebec, some other top-notch players in Ontario. So we don't get to see too many players from the Maritimes. It's a little distant, so I can't comment about that level of play. Oh, for sure, Leonard. I mean, the Ghost game was a game that we created. Tarangelo for sure, that we created during COVID, and so it gave people like me. So I had Blake come over, I had Joe Sabelli come over to my house, and we'd record 45 Ghost games, 15 each, playing in that Ghost league, and it got us all playing together, and and breaking all the rules with the cohorts or whatever you want to call it that you were allowed and not allowed to have, and we just said, we're playing. And so it gets that's 3. Steven needed that game. That was a must-win game. No, Moore's not here. Sorry, Leonard. I'm just saying that I'm comparing players that are, in Canada. And he's more from east of where we are. But yeah, you're talking Tarangelo, both Phil and Stan. Stan a little bit more accomplished, but Phil is just a great shot too.
And Maura and Alex were just playing in the first World Scotch Doubles 9-ball tournament.
$5-4. Did I miss one again? You want to go check?
Okay. Ben just won his match against
did he?
Aussie, yeah.
It may be. I'm busy talking so much and looking at my Facebook chat, so I may have missed one. Anyway, let's give a shout out here while we're here to our sponsors. Nick's Q Innovation. He's right here out of the leather pocket. Nick is a master at, he'll make pool cues, he makes shafts,
That is correct.
It is 5-4, okay, I'll fix that. Nick has all the paraphernalia, but he'll do extensions for you, he'll do and at the end of the day, he will ship and receive from out of province. So this is for all your cue needs, this is the guy. and his jump cues are incredible. Next we have Lackno Billiards Pro Shop out of Lethbridge. He's also opened up, I think, a location in Medicine Hat, if I'm correct. A little pool place. He refelted all these tables this summer. 18 tables, 10 9-foots and 8 7-foots back in June, and he did it in 3 days, and they play spectacularly. So please feel free to, and he's also an authorized diamond dealer, so if you have any parts or needs or whatever it is, give him a shout. Look him up and give him a shout. 5-4 is the answer. I don't want to take anything away from Steven, so he's trimmed the lead from 5-2 to 5-4. He's on the prowl again. This is what he did in his other 2 matches. I think he's got a window here. Who's that? That's Joe that broke. So I think he's got a window on the 1. If he does, he's got a pretty good table. Leonard, you grew up in Edmonton. Ah, well, that's good. I'm glad, Leonard. You know, not everything's about pool. This is, but it's amazing. I'm originally from the East. Now, I moved out here in '91, but I mean, I grew up in Montreal, basically. I went to school out in New Brunswick. Then the day I passed my last class, I drove with my wife-to-be at the time. He just hit that a little too good and slid up above. I think he wanted to hold that for the 2 to the side. So just a little overplay there. Anyway, moved out here in '91, but you know, I'm originally from out east, and now call Calgary home for the last 30+ years, 34 years. Yeah, this is a little tricky now. Joe just overhit that. It's certainly, there's a cut to the side pocket. You know, for a guy of his caliber, the pot's there. I'm not sure if he's going to graze it so that he still hits the 7, or if he can fly by the 7. I don't know if the corner pocket's trouble or not. Hard to see from here.
He's probably thinking he's glad the 7's there, because then he can't scratch.
Like, again, from our angle here, I mean, you guys all see it. It's hard to tell how much of that 7 he might hit or might not hit. But he's definitely looking at trimming that 2 to the side. And he hit it.
See? It was flat on.
He hit it. He just came up short on the 2 ball, but he got second prize and knocked in the 7.
2 for 1.
Grew up at Dooley's. Nice. Well, Edmonton has a really good pool hall. Top Shots, owned by Brian Butler.
He's
and that
here
pool
in this tournament, isn't he?
I don't think he's here. He
No,
was on the stream
normally
earlier. Yeah, I don't know what kept him out this go round, but no, I mean, his place is more than just a pool hall. Oh, that's a little bit of a miss. That's going to give Steven a chance to tie this up. I give him a good chance of tying this up.
It was 3-1 when I remember last.
Yeah. Oh, throw it off. Talking about me, you know what? I either missed something. Fill me in a bit, Leonard. I've lost the train of thought here. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, little rub on the 5.
He's talking about the shot.
Yeah, maybe. I think Steven's okay here. The white ball's a little to the right of the 8 ball, but you know where he bridges, his hand's going to be over the 8. So that could pose a little bit of a problem, but probably not. You'll just take a little bit of a longer bridge on this. Yeah, see. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. Maybe it is.
I think it's almost straight in too, which is the problem.
Oh, you think? I think he's got angle.
He's got about 5. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, Dooley's is out east.
I've heard of it for sure. Dooley's.
Yeah, I never played pool until I moved to Calgary. I didn't play pool in my youth. I only started like at 25 years old when I came out to Calgary, so I'm a grand old 57. And that's old, let me tell you.
Oh, he can.
Yeah, he's queuing back a bit though. Oh, nice
Look
stroke.
at that, eh? He had his
So
cue
smooth.
pass there, right?
Well, I gotta say, ever since he threw the rally cap on, he's went from 3-1 to he's probably gonna make it 5-5 here in a moment. Ooh, little bit of the pro side there. Wiped his feet. I am 57, Tyson. My first car was a 77 Ford Pinto station wagon. The ones that blew up when you hit them.
Wow, you started out with a station wagon?
Yep.
Wow, that's really special.
Shagged my future wife in that wagon.
Shaggin' wagon.
We were 16 years old, 17 years old. I don't care that everybody knows that.
Yeah. It's probably the only thing that made that car cool.
Oh. The only thing that made that car cool is I was one of the 4 or 5 people in my school that had a car.
They didn't care. Eh?
They didn't. Nobody cared. I had a car.
Today they would care.
What's that?
You're lucky. Back then they didn't care.
Oh yeah, today ridicule.
Oh my goodness.
Ridicule.
Like
Oh.
you would have never lived that down.
No. Well, and it was again. So I lived in Montreal, and my dad bought it from a lady on the South Shore that used to drive it every day over the Champlain Bridge. And if you know anything about Montreal, they salt the hell out of the roads, especially the bridges. And so that car didn't have a lot of mileage. He said it was 77. How old would I have been? It would have been 85. So I don't know, 8 years old, something like that. The thing was rusted. You could literally look through the driver door and see the passenger door. It was just rusted. And the floorboard below the driver, there was none. So we, again, that's because we're not crafty or whatever people. So we bolted on some pieces of metal to the bottom, to the middle part of the doors and just, tried to shape them down. And they were all this bumpy, lumpy, crappy metal. And then we put in a piece of metal under the driver's floor to try and just, get something so
You
you're...
didn't turn into Fred Flintstone.
You aren't Fred Flintstone. And
I think you'd do a
Steven-
good job doing that. I pictured that.
Stephen played a good safety there. Yeah, so that was and then we tried to paint. It was olive green. It was that yucky olive green. So we tried to match the paint. We just went and bought it like the Canadian Tire or something like that, and it was more like lime green. So I had a 2-tone lime green.
Just go
on
all out camo.
Oh,
at
it
that
was
point.
it was just awful. But I had a car.
Yeah, you had a car. That rocked.
Yeah, it was. So Joe's looking at, again, I think he can come off the rail and kick that too. But I think he's kicking it towards that corner, so he wants to make sure he hides the white ball. Down here maybe by the 8. I don't know. I don't know how much he's got there. This is an important game. This is an important game. It's going to put the, this is a race to 4 now. But it's got to stop the bleeding a little here. Stevens gained some momentum. Oh, that could work out real good. It's not bad. I think Steven can jump over that because he's got about a third of a ball to jump over.
Yep.
Maybe a half. Or he could go off the rail and kick at it too. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, straight left.
He's thinking about the jump.
Yeah, he's looking at how much of the ball. You're totally right.
Again.
I was going to say number 3, but thought I was pushing it. Yep, there he goes.
Oh, he's getting a little fancy here. He does have to get it up quick. Wow. Oh. Oh, it came out. The 2 came out enough. He might be able to. Well, he can't make it to the corner, but he can certainly see it to hit it. So you might see Joe just hit the edge of this 2, yeah, and try and hide.
Cut it behind the 3 and probably tick the 9, and maybe he'll get lucky and get behind the 4, but.
Yeah, see, I don't know if he's going to get.
He wants to hit it fatter.
Yeah, he wants to hit it fatter to get beyond that 9. Oh, that's the other choice. Yep. Boy, these guys are good. See, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Easy peasy to put it behind the 2 balls.
Right.
Duh. We're thinking of some fancy,
we're sitting there some fancy shot. Yeah, where you got to play the edge and hope that you get a good lead and don't hit it too hard so 2 doesn't pop out into the open. Yeah, just push it straight to the bottom rail, 2 rail, and put it all the way back up table. Perfect. Steven made a hit and might get the gap. I think Joe can see that.
Yep, he totally can.
It's just a matter now of whether the 3 passes the 6.
Yeah, he did a fist pump there. He's like, yeah, I'm going to got a shot.
These guys are so good, right? So that they against players like us, they're going to get a reward for their safeties all the time, right? Because we're not going to make the good comeback. But these guys can make safeties off of safeties, right? So when you get a chance to shoot, that just
to be able to shoot. Yeah.
Well, it goes to show how successful his safety was, that he's able to get a good shot out of it off of Steven, right? Because Steven is the kind of player that could turn it around on you. Nothing worse than playing a safe and then having the guy turn around and re-safety you back better than you had him.
Yeah, it slid right in behind that ball, actually.
Now, I don't know how close this 3 is to sliding by that 6. He's looking at it close. If it does go, well, it should be auto-shaped to the 4, but I think that's a tricky shot right now.
We're going to find out here.
Again, he could do the same kind of thing. He just play follow, hit it dead straight, 2 rails, have the 3 ball get out of there and put the white ball down by the 8, right? I just don't know. Like, if it goes by, you obviously take the shot. Oh, it looks like he's going to stop it there.
Oh, he's going for it. It goes.
Oh, jeez. That went in by a mile. That wasn't even close to the 6 on the way by.
It's called an orange bus.
What's that?
Orange bus.
Yeah. Okay, so he's got to get back for the 5. So he's putting some Jimmy juice on this.
There's too many balls
So
on the
smooth.
right side of the table there
So
to go
smooth.
around, right? So
See how smooth that was? Wow. So again, I think here he just has to pot this ball.
yeah, my YouTube watchers need to comment more. Facebook's beating us by a long shot.
We're still only around 87. 87 on the Facebook.
I'm at 95, but I got no comments. Come on, guys.
So he just has to pocket this ball. He'll slide over for the 8. Good angle off the rail. He'll just play this with little tops. Come up, take the 9 ball to the bottom right. He might play a little top right just to bring it over, but or middle right, yeah. No, he just stunned it in there. Took what the table gave him. He needed this win. It puts him ahead again, but it stopped the bleeding. And I believe he has the break. Yeah, he has the even. He's evens. That's a really big win for him. He takes the lead and he gets the break. This alternate break format is tough. It's hard to get momentum. It's hard to keep momentum. You know. When you have players of this caliber that make balls on every break almost. Aaron's watching. Aaron had a great match against Vino last night. All right, let's watch the break here. Wow. That wing ball went in there with
But look at this spread. Eh?
Hoobastank. Yeah. Well, he's got the 1 to the 2, pretty easy. Just wants to create some angle on the 2 so he can either draw above the 3. I think he wants to be above the 3. I don't think he wants to take that 3 down that rail by the side pocket.
Well, if he gives himself right, he might even be able to bump it by stunning over where it is.
Always risky.
Yeah,
Always risky.
But he might.
You get that old double kiss, you just jam it into the rail and then you're stuck.
They would rather just make it. Yeah.
So he created angle. So you're right. He might.
Well, I think
He
that's
might
why
bang
he
it.
wanted to be fat, right?
He might bang it or he might just draw above it.
And that's why he looked. If it's frozen, he wants to bump it. If it's not, he'll run it down.
Yeah, maybe. I'd be trying to just get above it and not wreck it, but
See?
he touched it.
Because it was frozen.
I don't know if he got enough of it. It came. Thanks, Tyson. Appreciate that. Just trying to keep it all moving, right? Watching pool, you know, without any sound, any commentary, whatever, can be a little dry because you're not thinking what the other guy's thinking, right? Sometimes we try and give some perspective here for the viewers to see if there's, you know, alternate shots and stuff like that. You know that. You've been in the booth, I think, once or twice.
Oh, that's number 1 for me.
Blake was right once tonight. Everybody Blake wants to know. Wants you to know. He wants you to know that he
No,
called.
that's the only one I counted. Let's be clear.
Yes, they are, Ryan. Their chance for playing this late. It's not too bad. Like 11:38. I think last night we shut the stream down around 12:30 after the first 2, and we only had 2. There were a couple of matches that had started around midnight or 11:30, but we were fortunate. I mean, I got home by 1:30, I think. So, and I just hung around, or maybe it was 1:45, but I hung around. What a great shot, by the way, for him to go between the 8 and the 7 like that to get on the 5. That was perfect. Yeah, so we were done the stream definitely by 12:30, but a couple matches started a little bit late. But we had a couple forfeits. Joanne Ashton forfeited her first match, and there was another player that forfeited, so took a couple of matches off the schedule. I think if he's straight, he's going to pull back. If he's inside, if he's a little inside on this, he'll just slide it over to the rail and come off and get the 8 ball to that top right. But I think he's more straight angle on this, so he'll probably draw it back so he gets the 8 to the top left corner.
Oh, Fendi chimed in on YouTube. They're too focused on the great match to talk.
Yes, they are staying quite focused, Ryan. These guys are just playing such good pool.
I know, right?
This is a big match. This is the top 8, right? So this puts you to the top 4 on the A side, which means you're guaranteed 6th place. I know, I screwed up. Oh, wow. That was a big break and run.
Well, Boss Mustang says YouTube viewers are here to watch, not to chit-chat like Facebook users.
For sure, Leonard. And you know what? Like, I played in a 578 and under this last year, and I finished 3rd. I'll tell you, my opening match on the Saturday morning was like 10:30 in the morning, so I was finished, before noon kind of thing, or 12:30. My next match was 10:30 at night. And let me tell you, it was a little out of town, so it's High River, so, not far from Calgary, really, like 30, 40 minutes. But I didn't want to leave. And the other thing was, you didn't know, the scheduling wasn't perfect, right? So you didn't know when you'd be called up kind of thing, where it would fall. So you're sitting there waiting 10 hours. Let me tell you, you're back, 56 years old at the time, 57 now, but, your back gets tired. Another monster break, 2, 4, 6, 7, 2 balls down. But they kind of came back and clustered a little. So the 5-8 looks like it might be wired. The 2-3 is a little trouble because I don't think the 2 goes by the 3. Anyway, it's tough. It really is. It's tough to play that. And the 1 ball actually is a little bit of a tricky opening shot here. He's going to play safe. Yeah. What a great shot.
Yeah.
And he pulled the white ball a little off the bottom rail. On a shot like that, you definitely don't want to leave it on the bottom rail because you give a guy a real good chance at one rail or 2 rail kick at it. And it's quite makeable. The closer it is to the rail, the easier it is to make. Oh, Stephen and everybody, they're looking over to see what happened. Joe is on fire. Tons of sitting involved. Tons of sitting. And then I'm going to maybe not a fair representation, but I'm going to liken it to like baseball players, Baseball players are sedentary for so long, and then, take a fielder or whatever, and then they got to sprint for a ball, liner in the gap or whatever. And it's no wonder. I don't want to call baseball players pansies. They're athletes, obviously, but they get an inordinate number of injuries, and it's partly because of the sedentary nature of the game, right? Now, Poole isn't as... What a great shot, Stephen. Poole, he opened the 2 from the 3, so now the 2 passes. That's just such a great shot. Happen to know the score in Carlos Barbosa's match. It's on... Let me take a look for you. So he'd be on the B side, I think. Let's see if they're using the... Where are you, Carlos? Where are you, Carlos? Carlos? Oh, it says 0-0. He's playing Junior Martin. I don't know, J.R. Martin, Junior Martin, 532. So Carlos is 696. He's playing a 532, but it doesn't look like it's in progress yet. If you're talking about the last match where he's playing Norm Doucette, he won 6-3.
He's progressed.
Did Steven miss that one ball? See, I went over to the Brian. I went over to look at the bracket and I missed. Or who missed? No, Steven's shooting. So why is the one ball there?
Well, it's a late stream. Jim says thanks. For us Nighthawks, love watching pool. He's up watching.
Oh, for sure, Ryan. You know what? I'm good friends with Peter Chason, who's the tournament director there. He's asked me to. Oh no, that's not what Steven wanted. But he's asked me to be available for that tournament to help stream it. So yeah, I'll do what I can. Hopefully that's good enough for you guys. I do my best.
What tournament?
It's the 520 and under in November.
Oh,
it's high stakes too.
Yeah.
I think it's 300 or 500 bucks or something like that, isn't it?
16th and 17th, right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
I read. All you got to do is come down like 20 points.
Me?
No, I'm kidding.
I've begged to play in the 520 and unders. Peter, I said I'd play one-handed, and he won't let me. Little do you guys know, I've had surgery on my shoulder, and I've been playing one-handed for a little while now.
And we actually do play one-handed every now and then. More than most, let's say. It's actually a fun game to get, you know.
I know. All right, Tyson. What's what's Blake's role here? When I'm looking up the screen, he should be watching the game and let me know what happened, right? That's that Blaker for you.
Yeah, I know, right? Causing trouble all the time. I can't even get into trouble if I tried.
Yeah, Leonard, you're right. There are a lot of 550 players, and a lot of the 550 players play like 570, 580 players. And a lot of your 570, 580s play close to 600. That's kind of like what I think I am. You know, I'm 572 on the paper, but I think I play more like a 6, maybe. When I'm playing really, like in that tournament that I finished third, I was probably playing like a 620 at the end of the tournament. I was just dialed in. Now, I don't know if Joe is trying to play the 3-9 combo here, or if he's going to play a safety. He went for a little movement on the 9 ball, so that's not a bad effort. Good leave. I mean, that 3, I think, might slide by the 7, but it's tight. Tyson, we're going to beat you. Yeah, well, Tyson.
Sounds like money talk there.
Yeah, and he's trying to shark me into giving him some. Probably wants me to give him the 7, 8, and 9 or something like that. Talking like that, 550 plays like a 435.
Well, let him play one-handed then.
Oh, good try. That was a tough combo. It was an off combo, right? So that was tough. But he did sell the 3 to the side. I think that 5-8 is wired. You know, it's funny. I've heard about that one guy that plays one-handed that is just a magician. Plays super, super good pool. I get by. I've had a couple EROs one-handed, but you know, that's 6, 7, 8, 9. And one-handed. Tyson, you're trying to rob me. So what do you think? You think he's going for a... No, he's... I think the 5/8's wired, so he just wants to make this ball. Yeah, I was going... Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh. I knew there was going to be contact on the 9. I don't think he wanted that. So this is tough now. Like the 5/8, I believe, is wired. It may not. It may be wired to the post. Little tough to see. It might slop in, but the problem is he's got to hit this with enough pace that the white ball comes back around for the 5 that's going to stall right there. Right?
Well, because they're so close together, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, right. It's not going to go anywhere. So if he hits it too hard, though, and it's at the post, it might not fall. He might need this to slop in.
Well, and you don't want to thin it because then you're back cutting the 8. Then it will miss. So he just wants to hit it fairly square.
Oops.
Well, I guess that, yeah.
This is a little tricky now to get out of this. Again, if that's dead wired in the center of the pocket, then not so much. But I feel like he's looking at it close because it might just be to that inside horn. Oh! See that? He went to the other side. He cut it from the other side to do the switcheroo, right? Like on the throw. It must have been just off. It was going dead center.
He did so good it actually threw it out of the pocket there, I think.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate that the 8 ball got in the way. I mean, the white ball came back and nicked the 8 ball. Oh yeah, no, we've got an individual here that has one leg. What's his name? Just escapes me now. He plays pretty decent. Plays very fast. That's his downfall, to be quite honest. But he's a dead eye with the cue. We do have. There's someone around here, like I said, that plays one-handed. That's crazy good.
Yeah, we got a couple people on wheelchairs also. That play.
Wow, Steven went for the bank and just straightened it out a little bit. Missed the 5. These guys are taking a little bit of time in this game. It's taken. That 5 ball's proven to be a little tough to make. Yeah, Mike. That's right. It's Mike. Can't remember his last name. It'll come to me. Yeah, Mike. But he shoots good, eh, Tyson? Like he's just that. Like I said, I think he plays so darn fast. He hops around the table, gets down, and just one pokes some balls and misses occasionally. I think this 5 doesn't go by the 7. I think it probably nicks it. He's only got maybe 2/3 of a pocket, if that. And I'm thinking, if that. That's more my thought, is if that. So he might, and it's hard here to come off that 5 and play it safe because.
What he's really thinking is he doesn't want to let Steven back in.
All
All of a sudden it's 7-6 with him breaking probably.
Mm-hmm. Steven's break is next.
Yeah, it's 15th. He's odd. Yeah, he won it. Won the leg.
No. So it would be 7-6, 13 would be the 14th game. No, it would be Joe's break. This was Steve. Yep. There we go. Yeah, I know, eh? He does. He makes you tired watching him hop around. He might be in that 520, Tyson. I think he was in the last one, wasn't he? He finished in the top 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or something like that. Is he going to play a combo here, or is he going to just slide off the 5 and come under the 7? I don't know. Like, oh. Yeah, see, I wasn't sure. He missed that by quite a bit, but...
yeah, half a ball, I would say.
Yeah.
But enough at this level, yeah.
Well, I'm going to say he didn't take it nearly close enough to the 7. I think there was quite a gap by the 7, between the 5 and the 7 when he hit it. But tough shot. Like.
Oh, yeah. It just slipped by, but.
Yeah. Well, we're going to say 0 for 1 Tyson on the call there. That's not what he did. That's it. I can't put you on the stream, Tyson. Yeah. If you're going to make calls like that, how am I going to get you out here? How are we going to pay you?
And especially if Dan can beat you. There we go.
How can I pay you with that kind of streaming knowledge or lack thereof?
Welcome, Jeremy Brand, to the stream.
There you go. You were pulling a Blake. There you go, Blake.
He doesn't actually know me very well, Ben, does he?
Well, he wasn't talking about the call. He was talking about that you're wrong all the time.
Oh, that's what I mean. He doesn't know me very well.
We're having fun. How'd it go?
1-0, so you want to play again?
Nice.
More to get to tomorrow.
All right. Good luck, man. That was Ben who popped in here. He won his match against Aussie. Now he's got one more to play tomorrow.
No, one more now to get to tomorrow.
To get to, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean.
Number 2.
Man, these guys, they're killer breaks. Look at this. 2, 4, 6, 8. He only made one, but look, he's got all those balls above the head string. Yeah, they're playing really good.
I know Tyson, right?
I know Blake is just so quiet. I think he's been yelled at before though. I think he's a little gun shy on the stream.
Well, no, I'm just thankful to be here my butt,
Yeah.
and watch some pool, and
Exactly.
you know, he's here to take the reins. I love commentating, to be honest. I think it's fun. Even if
Yes,
I am
Leonard, I was
wrong.
talking about Ben Francis. Yeah, he just popped into the booth here. He's grabbing his weapons of mass destruction, and he's going out to play another match. There's some big talent on the B side. Well, in fact, what I'll do is I'll see
Okay,
who he's up against.
I'll commentate.
I'll see
there
who
we
he's
go.
up against. Ben is playing. No.
He'll be playing the winner of this
Well,
one.
no. Oh, it's not up yet. Kevin made. How does this work? Oh, Kevin beat Aaron. Ben beat. Okay, they haven't marked the score yet between Ben and Kevin. But so he'd be playing the winner of Gregory Swenson and Martin Kiali. Well, that's a 636 versus a 499, so I'm guessing he's going to be playing Martin. But I'm surprised these aren't updated. These are the matches in progress. Mark Downey and Nick Kruger, but there's no score. Woody Nielsen against James Blackman, no score, but 3 hours in, 3 hours in. No, there's got to be something. They just haven't updated. Rashab is up against Aaron Thomas, 3-2.
They're using it. They're out
But
here.
they're 3 hours. This just isn't updated.
Hmm.
Denzel is up 5-2 against Hansel. So I thought Denzel won that match. Steve Chinick against John Pompe. He was up 5-2, but again, 3 hours and 20 minutes ago. So I'm guessing those matches are done. Just not.
Rashab's just out here playing a new match.
So you know what? Maybe I got to refresh. Maybe it just hasn't refreshed on my. I'll do that in a second. But it looks like Joe is going to get to the hill here. Another out. Just got to bear down on this shot.
Just make it.
Yep. Just bear down and make this shot. Well, this is the first bit of adversity that Steven has had. Well, I shouldn't say that. He was hill with Sean Monkman in the last match. But here, let's go back to Let's see if I can just refresh this and see what happens. I can't. Yeah, it can't be
When
right.
in Duke, reboot, right?
Yeah, exactly. So Stephen Folan beat on the A side. So Stephen Folan has moved on. He won 9-4 against Cornell McLean Jr. So, Folan, he lost to Simon Pickering 9-4. So Simon is going to play Brady Golan in
Wow.
1A final.
That would be.
Call it semifinal, I should say.
Yeah. That'd
And
be a great match.
so Brady Golan beat Eric Vargas 9-6. And am I on the wrong side here? No, that's Simon.
No, they were playing over in the corner. Yeah. A side.
Oh yeah, here and we've got Alan Wang beat Hill beat Randy Baggett. So Alan Wang is waiting for the winner of this match. Joe and Steven on the A side. And what we're looking on this side, let's see if these games are we had another forfeit. Jordan forfeited against Nick. Okay, we got a match. Rick Marshall playing Larry Walper. Let me just make sure we're not missing anything. We had a big break there by Steven. But he is a little hamper. He's a little hooked on that one ball.
Did he just point at that?
Yeah, I think he might be able to. He's probably going to kick it if he can't see. I think he can see it. Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
But,
what I thought.
he got a little deep on the 2.
Oh, a little banky bank.
Yeah.
That's a nice bank too.
I'll
where you
give
can
some-
just hit pretty full to the left there. Get some shape up there for the 3. Just go for it. Let it go. Hit the long rail here and put the 3 in the side pocket.
You think he's going to go for it?
Yep. He's got to, doesn't he? Because he's not on the hill. So it's either that. Maybe you think the opposite. No, he's going.
He might. Yeah, he's probably going for it. But he could put it over here and leave the white
That's
ball up
not
here
a hard
too.
bank for these guys.
No, that's not a hard bank.
He
Hit it
played
good.
different English than I thought.
Okay, so Rick Marshall is right now playing Larry Walper. That's a tight match, 679 versus 663. Rick is up 1-0. Winner will go play Nick Manuel. Asher beat, that's over. Dustin Pipestem, 6-1. So Asher moves on. Mike Isaac is up 4-0 against Trina Blackman. That's in play. Jezreel is going to be playing Carlos, but that's not set up yet. Here we go. Sean Fleming and Jeff Wanless just started. Ben Francis is playing Martin Kiely. Yeah, that just started.
There you go, because you're refreshed.
Yeah, refreshed. And we got Russ Whittle playing Nick Kruger. Kruger's up 2-1. Oops. Woody Nielsen is playing Rashab, and he's up 2-1. Rashab Sharma. Denzel DeCastro is down 3-1 to Steve Cherewick. All right, so we got some matches. Hopefully that updated you guys. Oh, Joe can see that 4-ball. So he's just got to make it. That's pretty well auto shape on the 5. Ben is on the B side, Randy. He is just starting a match right now against Martin Kiely. They just started. No score yet.
Yeah, him and Stephen Holem played and he lost 9-5.
9-5, yeah. They played 2 matches ago. Yeah, I mean, Titans facing off early in the A side, right? Again, same thing happened between Stu and Jason Klatt, and you had Mark Vino and Aaron Thomas, and you had, you had some big matches early. So what's he going to do here? Is he going to draw this back, straight back, take the 8 to the top, to the bottom right corner, or is he going to go forward? No, he drew it back. Nice shot.
Straight in.
Yeah, he'll just slide over to the rail, pop out, and have the 9 to the bottom left. Oh, well, he was that straight. All right.
Yeah.
I thought he had some angle there. Well, this is quite the performance by Joe Spence. Congratulations. That is the W. That was a good match, fellas. So one more time, I'm going to say thank you, Nick's Q Innovation. All your Q needs.
Top notch.
You want jumpers, you want just shafts, you want extensions. He does it all. He also has a little booth. He'll sell you gloves, chalk, all that good stuff. And he's right here in Calgary. You can ship your Qs. So he does repairs too, right? So if you got nicks and little ferrule damage and all that kind of stuff, he can certainly help you out with all that. There's his number. He's shipped to you. He'll ship back. Nick's is a great resource for all of our top-notch Calgary pool players. Next, we have Lackno Billiards Pro Shop. Thank you very much, Lackno. They're responsible for reclothing all these tables this last June. They did 10 9-foot and 8 7-foot diamond tables in 3 days. So if you've got a venue and you need some work done on your tables, reclothing, and he's an authorized diamond dealer. So if you need parts, if you need a new table, whatever, give him a shout. He is top notch. Ben likes to do this one, so I'll do this one. They're not an official sponsor, but Ben loves the Pagulayan chalk. So we do that, and then of course we will talk a little bit about Barry Hooey, who this tournament is for. And there are some pictures of the man himself and his teammates that respected him and loved him. And there it is. So here we are. We'll put this back up. We'll do this. And we are going to be done. So signing off tonight. This might have been the last stream. I'll check, but I'm pretty sure it is. So signing off for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow.
Thanks everybody for watching.
So for the CSL crew, myself, Dan Clark,